Hello, God bless. I'd like to share with you on this beautiful autumn day in Quebec a message from Paul Ellis. Does God accept me? Does God accept you? God is for you. God accepts you just as you are. His eye is on you and his face shines with undiluted love. He loved you when you were an ungenerate sinner. The cross is the proof. Now that you are his, you can be confident that his grace is upon you. God is for you, with you, and in you. How can you fail? As the psalmist said, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, Psalm 23:6. Are you facing tough times now? Look behind you. Here comes God's goodness and mercy. All you need is to do and rest and receive. You need to settle in your heart that your Father loves you and accepts you, because that revelation changes everything. His acceptance elevates us. When you know God is pleased with you, regardless of your productivity, it frees you from the fear of rejection and the pressure to perform. When you've heard God say yes to you, it empowers you to say no to the unhealthy demands of Pharaoh's taskmasters. How do you find rest? If you have been burning the candle at both ends to get ahead, a revelation of God's acceptance will bring you a place of rest. His acceptance will give you off the merry-go-round and sit you down in the green pastures. But but that doesn't mean you will be idle. Those who wait upon the Lord renew their strength. Isaiah 40:31. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, that they shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Paradoxically, those who have been freed from the need to produce are often the most productive people around. This happens because loving acceptance of another brings out the best in us, particularly if the one is someone special. Perhaps you have been had the pleasant experience of being accepted by the most beautiful girl in the room or the best man in the house. Really? You choose me, but you're way out of my league. As nice as that is, it pales in comparison to the lift that comes from being accepted by the maker of heaven and earth. To the glory of his grace, you have been lifted out of the miry clay and seated with him in heavenly places. Ephesians 2:5 and 6. Even when we were dead in sins, hath quickened us together in Christ. By grace you are saved, and hath raised us together, and made us to sit together in heavenly places in Christ Jesus. Talk about mobility. With God on our side like this, how can we lose? Romans 8:31. What shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who shall be against us? When you realize that God is for you, it gives you boldness. You begin to strut, not out of arrogance, but out of confidence. God is on my side. How can I lose? On your way up, you will walk in the lion's den, and with a holy swagger and a face, and you will face the furnace without fear. God is with me. I will not be burned. See Isaiah 43:2. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon you. Situations that intimidate the socks off your coworkers won't bother you in the slightest. You'll go in the front of a performance reviews and interview panels with complete peace without any desperate needs to impress. My promotion comes from the Lord. If these guys see that, great. If they don't, that's their problem. Secure in your Father's approval, you won't be bothered whether your ministry flourishes or flounders. It's his church anyways. It's just, I'm just pleased to be here. But the good news is you won't fail. How could you? Philippians 2:15, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation. among whom you shine as lights in the world. Sons and daughters who are supercharged by their father's favor shine like stars. Philippians 2:15. Elevated by his love, they mount up with wings like eagles. They race against horses and walk on water, living testimonies of the energizing power of his divine acceptance.